That's strange. You do it without it. I don't know whether she's still in there today. Oh, wait, here we go.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Okay, everyone. If everyone could mute now, I don't know, you're supposed to be muted as you come in, so I don't know what happened. But if you can mute yourselves, this way I'll be the one on the screen. Unless I could.
You're on my screen.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Can you mute, Francis? Do you know how to do that? It's on the bottom
I
left.
see it. Yes, I just click on mute.
Yeah. Very good. Awesome. Okay. Good. So is everybody on mute? All right. Okay, we'll see what happens. We're starting 2 minutes. Just waiting for a few people to pop in. Okay, so today we're going to, if you have a belt or a strap, all right, blocks if you have them. If not, use something, a book or something, because we're going to be doing passes, right? And then you want to have your water as usual, okay? It's always good to have your water. Good. Good. Welcome, Patricia. Glad to have you here. Everyone can stay muted.
Hello.
Hello. Nice.
Setting up.
Oh, good, good. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you. Me too.
Good morning.
Good morning, Cassandra. Hi, good morning. Glad you can
How you
make
doing?
it. Good,
Thank
good.
you.
Okay. Good morning. All right. We're going to get started in about 30 seconds. So if everyone can mute themselves, that would be great. This way we don't hear background noise. All right. Wonderful. So we're going to get started. Yes, it's 10 o'clock. Great. All right. So for anyone just coming in, we're going to, everyone, if you could try to mute yourselves. We're going to be using a strap if you have it. If not, a belt or a tie even, like what else could work? Like a towel? I don't know, because we're going to be doing a lot of heart openers today. Today is our 4th chakra. So we're going to be learning about that and doing exercises for that chakra. I'm just make sure everybody can see me.
Do you want to have your meeting?
See if I can mute all the participants. Just hang on for a moment.
You can see, you know, you always make big plans and then I open. I'm doing a yoga class now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
So when I get my laptop, you know, I will all over. Don't pay. Don't. I'm gonna call them while they're back for that cleaning up class. She probably will let me have her because she's busy.
It is a busy time.
Yeah, I think about.
Okay, can everyone hear me? Okay, all right, we're good now. All right, everybody's muted. Everyone can hear me? Yeah, okay, good. All right, let's get started. All right, everybody has their chair. Good, I think everyone's here that's supposed to be here, I think. But if anyone just comes in, they come in, that's okay. All right, wonderful. So let's make sure you have your chat close by because we're gonna be using that a little bit today. Everyone sit up straight in your chairs, feet hip width apart. So welcome to some of the new participants. My name is Danielle Massa, 500-hour yoga instructor, and I teach all kinds of yoga, but I focus on chair yoga most of the time. And yoga is the union of the body and the mind. And once we are in union, we can be in union with everyone and everything. So that's a great thing today. So let's sit up straight. Let's have our shoulders away from our ears. Now let's focus on our breath. And let's breathe in for 4 and then out for 4. Okay, so let's do that breath first. Let's breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. So continue like that while I speak. Okay, so today is the 4th chakra. Okay, we did our base chakra, the sacral chakra. Okay, we did the solar plexus last week. And today we are doing the heart, which is smack in the middle of your throat. Then we have the 3rd eye, and then the final chakra on the top of the head. So, so we're moving up the chakras. Okay, this is our middle chakra, and the heart, of course, is about love. And I'm going to read you a little something while you're breathing. Keep breathing. This is the Anahata chakra. It's love, and it's this isn't what I wanted. Okay. Keep breathing because remember to breathe in 4 and then breathe out for 4. Okay. I'm just going to read this to you. This is about the heart. All right. This is a nice quote by someone named Jazz, who I don't know who that is, but he's a spiritual teacher. Okay. So I'm going to read this to you. Every breath I take is life affirming. I inhale self-love. I exhale peace. I believe I am lovable. I believe I can love and be loved deeply and without conditions. I radiate this loving, kind, and peaceful state of being with every breath. So I thought that was beautiful and very good for today as we're learning about the heart chakra. And at the end, the very last class, we're going to be doing all the chakras, and we're going to do a beautiful vibration of every sound, all the chakras. That's really very beautiful. But today it is green, and we're basically the sound is yam. So it's yam. Just to keep that in mind, and you could always repeat that to yourself throughout the class if you want to. So okay, so you can stop breathing now. I mean, keep breathing, but not the 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what I'd like you to do now is move your chin to your chest. Okay, we're stretching out the back of the neck. sitting up straight. Remember the shoulders away from the ears. With an exhale, inhale, exhale. Now inhale, welcome. Inhale, our opening up our throat and our chest. Let's bring the head back, chin to the sky. All right, now we're going to exhale, chin down, and inhale, chin back, okay? Exhale down, inhale back. Exhale, inhale. Good. Exhale, inhale. And one more time. Exhale, inhale. Good. And just be normal. All right. And now we're going to bring our head and we're going to face the left side of the room. Okay. So move your head, your nose towards the left side of the room. Turn. All right. Come towards center. Now turn towards the right side of the room and then come to center. Okay. So we're going to inhale to the left, exhale forward, inhale to the right. All right. We'll do a few more like that. Just moving the head from side to side with the breath. All right. So our affirmation today could be, if you want, mine will be this, is I'm going to inhale love and exhale peace. All right. Inhale love and exhale peace. All right, but I will read you some affirmations. Okay, you can start with that. Now let's do some chin circles. So we're going to come over to the left, back, over to the right, and then down. All right, and just keep going like this. Moving the neck. Exhaling on the way down and inhaling on the way back. All right, I'm going towards the left. So then we're going to go the other way in a moment. All right, one more time. And then let's go to the other side. Good. Just loosening up the neck a little bit because that can get tense after sleeping. All right, and then come back to center. All right, so now make sure that your chest is up today. We're focusing on the heart and the chest. We want to do chest openers today. So in order for the chest to be open, our shoulders have to be back, right? So let's loosen up the shoulders. All right, so we're going to take the shoulders up and then back and down, okay? We'll add the breath in a moment, but let's just keep doing this for a moment while we get it down. So we're going up and around and back. Now we're going to exhale and then inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Keep going. All right, now we're going to go the other way just to be balanced, and we're going to come forward. Okay, so we're going to do shoulder circles going forward. All right. Good. All right, very good. Now let's take our left arm, all right, bring it over, and then let's hold it. Just hold. Okay, keep breathing, breathe deep. All right, just keep breathing. Good. Now, can we lift that elbow up? All right, and then just hold it back. Good. And then bring it down. All right, so let's go to the other side. All right, and then let's bring that elbow back. Hold it, and then bring it down. So there's one thing I want to do with the strap, if you have it next to you. If not, like I said, use a belt or whatever. But what I want to do is hold it like this, and then, bring it behind your head. I'm holding, use your left arm so we can all be going the same way. All right. And we're going to bring it like, I don't know if you can see this, but I'm going to hold it like this. Okay. And then the back, we're going to take with our right arm, and we're going to try to keep nudging our hands like this for a nice stretch. Okay. So let's do that. If you can do it, if it doesn't feel right to you, you could just do what we just did and hold your shoulder back, okay? Keep breathing. Another breath. All right, and now we're going to go to the other side, okay? So we're going to take our strap. Mine's a little long. Sometimes you can take the strap, and if it's too long, and just, put it in two if they're too long. So anyway, I'm going to bring it back, right? And then I'm going to catch it with my other hand. Well, you know what? We're going the other way. Sorry, I'm veering. So we're going to put our right hand like this, and our left hand comes back, and we're going to try to nudge our hands as close as possible and pull for a nice stretch. All right. This really opens the chest. Just hold for a few seconds, keep breathing. Good. All right, and then you can let that go. And for right now, we can put the strap, down to the side for a moment. All right, so now we're going to bring our hands to prayer and think of an intention for today, for today's practice, whatever you'd like it to be. Maybe to someone you love, sending love to someone who needs it. Breathe deep. All right. And then I'm breathing in love and exhaling peace. That's my affirmation today. You could think of yours, whatever you'd like to do. All right. And then let's bring our hands up to the sky and then out. Okay. Forward, up, and out. Opening our chest. Up and out. Exhale. Up and out. Good. Inhale, exhale. So we're inhaling, bringing our hands up and out, opening up our chest. Good. All right, maybe coming a little bit forward, opening and doing a little back bend. Forward. Really inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. All right, and then hands to the knees. All right, now let's work a little bit on our core. So we're going to do everything, but we're focusing on the heart, but we still have to work our core. So we're going to do some cat-cows, all right? So the chin is going to face up and the chest shines up towards the sky, all right? Opening up the chest, opening up the chest. And we're doing a back bend, see? All right, so we're bending, okay? That is cow. And then the cat is like a Halloween cat, right? And that is cat, and we're exhaling. So let's continue. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good, keep going. Do a few of these. Keep going. I just want to see if everyone is in. Okay. All right, wonderful. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Good, a few more. This is the best thing you can do in the morning when you first get out of bed, right? Really wakes your spine up, all right? Lubricates the spine. All right, and then back to center. Good. All right, now we are going to do our Sufi Grinds. It's a Kundalini move, but you know it as we're cleaning the pot. Okay, so we're going forward. We're going to go over to the right. We're going to go back, and then we're going to go left. Okay, so let's continue. Keep going. All right, we're just moving. We're like, it's like our spine is cleaning the sides of a pot or a bowl. All right, we're going around. We can close our eyes and really feel this move. Exhaling on the way down, inhaling on the way up. Keep moving, we're waking up our tummies, our back, midsection. Just keep breathing as we're doing this, all right? This is really nice, and I like to do it with the cat-cows because it's not the same move, but it's similar because we're kind of going forward and then, you know, like we're punched in the stomach, we're coming back and going all around. Okay, now we're going to switch sides, all right? So go back and then around. Just do whatever side you didn't do. Keep breathing. All right. All right, and then back to center. Very good. Okay, so now we're going to do some twists with breath. Okay, so we're going to bring our hands to our shoulders. All right, hands on the shoulders, chest up, shining towards the sky, hands up. All right, and we're going to inhale. Well, your inhale left, go the opposite of me, inhale, and then exhale right. Okay, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay, so just keep going. Keep going. Really good for the midsection, a nice twist to detoxify the body. And go as fast or as slow as you want. If you want to go, that's absolutely fine. Good. All right, a few more. And then back to center. All right, coming back to your affirmation. Breathing deep. Good. All right, now we're going to do our yogi sit-ups, all right, in the chair. So we're going to maybe have our hands like this, right, on the back of our head, and we're going to bring our left elbow to the right knee and then come up straight, and then the opposite, okay? Exhaling on the way down, inhaling on the way up. Keep going. Do as many as you can, and if you have to stop, just bless yourself, right? And then just keep going. All right, this is really good for our midsection. Good. Keep breathing. Right, I'm doing them with you. All right, couple more. Good, and then let that go. And just take a nice deep breath in. And then deep breath in. And then one more time. Deep breath in. And good. All right. Bring our hands forward. Bring them all the way back, holding onto the back of your chair. Depending on the type of chair you have, some of you may have arms to your chair, but we want to go all the way to the back if we can. We're doing a really nice heart opener, okay? So my hands are back like that. And we're opening up the chest, really opening up the chest, pulling forward for a nice stretch. It should be opening up your shoulders. Breathe deep here. Take the biggest and deepest breath that you've taken all day. Try to breathe all the way down into your diaphragm. Keep breathing all the way down. Focus on down right here. Breathe all the way down. Okay, keep breathing. Open up your heart. That's it. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Good. Okay. All right. Back to the yoga strap. Okay. Open it up wide. I don't know if you can see me. I'll kind of move this a little bit higher. All right. So we're taking our yoga strap. All right. Because we're going to be, you can come back in your seats a little bit. So we're going to take it like this. We're going to hold it like this. If you have it, if you don't, just follow along and do what I'm doing. Okay. So bring your strap like this and then bring it all the way up. All right. And then if you can, bring it back just a little bit more, not too much. Don't force yourself, where you're, feel pain or anything like that. Just bring it back as far as you can without feeling pain, but just feeling a little something. All right. And now come forward again with an exhale. All right. Let's try that again. We're going to do this 5 times. This is number 2. Right? And then down. Inhale. And then exhale. 2 more. Right? So green is our color today, right? That's why I'm wearing green for the heart chakra. Sometimes it's pink, but this is it's green or pink, this color. So I wore green today. And 1 more. Good. And then bring that down. Take a couple of breaths. We're going to go back up and do something else as well. All right. Take a couple of breaths in between. All right. Now, if you're ready, come back to that. And then we're going to go from side to side. If you're stable, now if you feel unstable, don't do this, okay? But bring your hands up, and then we're going to go from side to side, right? Just a little bit side to side. Good. And then just a couple more times. And then maybe if you can, open up your strap and bring it in back of you. Slide it down. All right. And then come back up and then down. Very good. All right. So we'll use this later on with our feet a little bit. So just put that aside. All right. Now let's come forward. Feet hip width apart. Come forward on your seats if you can. Feet hip width apart. All right. Now we're going to do a forward fold. We're going to bring our hands up and come down as far down as you can get. Now you can come down to your knees, or reach your toes if you want to. All right. And just fold and breathe here as far down as you want to go. If you're here, that's fine. If you want to come all the way down and touch your toes, that's fine. So breathe. Exhale. All right. Now, can we bring our left hand up to the sky? And if you can, look at your hand, right? And then bring it back down. Good. And then let's bring the right hand up. Do a little twist, opening the heart. Good. And then coming back down. And then sliding the hands up. Right? Okay, so let's do that again. We're up. And then we come forward. Exhale. Inhale. Hands up. Our left hand is up. Exhale down. Inhale, our right hand is up. Exhale down. And then come back up. Let's do it one more time. Inhale. Come down. Exhale. Inhale. Left hand up and down. Inhale, right hand up and down, and then come all the way up, and then hands to heart. Take a breath. Okay, let's put our hands in cactus. Okay, so our hands in cactus, and then we're going to go twist from side to side. Okay, inhale and exhale to the side. Inhale, exhale. Do nice twists. Inhale and exhale. Good. Nice cactus shape. Good. Couple more. And then bring your hands down, float them down. Very good. All right. Now what we're going to do is bring your left foot up for seated pigeon. All right. So we're just going to go all the way down the body and move all our parts for right now. And then we'll do some more heart openers. All right. So this is seated pigeon. A couple of variations for some of you. You know, sometimes that's too much. So you may just want to keep a little bit of a cross on your leg. Also, this is fine too, if you just want to cross at the ankles, which is absolutely fine. All right, let's see. So you could cross at the ankles. All right, so whatever variation you do, just if you can, like even if you're like this and you come forward, you're still working the hip. Okay, you're still working that hip. Okay, so let's bring our foot back up and let's breathe in and then come forward with an exhale. In and then come forward. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Good. Inhale and bring the hands together like prayer and then just come forward. All right, now we're working our left hip. All right. All right. So you can stop now if you want. So basically this is fine, but if you need to go farther and work it a little bit more, you're going to come forward and that gives the hip a little more of a stretch. Okay. And you can even hold this for a little bit if it works for you. Okay, very good. So now let's take the left leg and hold it. All right. So we're going to do some circles. All right. So have your hands clasped underneath your knee, right? And you're just going to go around. Keep breathing. Okay, we're going outward circles with the left knee. Breathe in and out really deep. And remember to just sit up straight as much as you can. Breathe deep. All right, now let's go the other way. Good. All right, now pull that knee up if you can. If it just goes to right here, that's fine too. But if you can, squeeze it in, give it a squeeze, and then let it fall to the ground, straight left leg. And now we're going to take our arm and come over and touch our toe. Right. And then come back. And then we're going to do that sequence on the other side. All right, so let's bring our right leg up, seated pigeon. All right, sitting up straight. Deep breath. Good. Now we're going to come forward like we did before, if you want to. Otherwise, just stay where you are. And exhale. Inhale back, exhale forward. Inhale back, exhale forward. Good. Inhale, exhale. Good. Really reach if you can. If you want a nice stretch. All right. Good. All right. And then sit back up. Maybe hold your stretch a little bit. You should really feel this. Good. All right, now we're going to do our circles. So we're going to bring our right leg up, interlace our fingers underneath the knee, right? And then we're going to go out. Inhale. And exhale. A couple more, and then we're going to go to the other side. All right. Well, let's go to the other side now. Okay. Inhale. And exhale. Really feel this. This is a nice move. And if you can't do it that high, just do a little move like this. You know, do what you can do. All right. Great. And now we're going to squeeze our leg in if we can. If not, just go where you can go. Squeeze it in if you can. Right. And then we're going to stretch out that leg. All right. And then we're going to touch our toes. Good. And then walk your hands back up. Very good. All right. Now, let's bring our left foot up, flex our foot. All right. And then point it, flex. Okay. If you want to sit back in your chair for stability, wherever you feel comfortable, point and flex. Point, flex. Okay. Keep going. Keep breathing. Remember to sit up straight. Our focus is on our heart today. So we want to shine our chest forward, thinking of love, who we love. All right. And now let's do some ankle circles. I'm going inward first. And then outward. Good. That's all right if we have clicks and clanks. All right. And then let's just let that foot down because we're going to go to the other side. All right. Our right leg up. Flex it. Point. Flex. Point. Flex. Point. Breathing in, out, in, out, in, out. Holding on to the chair for stability if you need to. All right. A few more of these. This helps work your calf muscle too. All right, now outward circles. All right, keep going. And then go inward. Good. And then bring that foot down. All right. Now we're going to bring one foot up. Okay, like we did before. Flex it. Bring it on down. Up and down. Okay. Up and down. Just get that motion going. All right. Straighten the leg. Bring it down. Straighten. Bring it down. Okay. Keep going. Inhaling and exhaling. Keep breathing. All right, keep going. Now we're going to add the arms, okay? This is similar to bird dog when you're on the mat. Okay, so we're going to add our arms. I'm doing opposite arms, but if you need to and you get confused, you can always do the same arm. So I have my left hand out and my right leg out, okay? And then back, all right? And then the opposite, all right? So let's continue like this, okay? This is really good for your brain too, right? Because we have to think a little bit. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. And I'm bringing my arm back a little bit today, my opposite arm, to open up my chest a little bit more. So normally I just do, opposites like this. But now I'm kind of opening my chest, doing maybe a slight twist. Just a little variation. You don't have to do it, but you can try it. All right. All right. Now I'm going to go outward. All right. Outward. I'm doing opposite, but you could do the same. Outward. Open up that chest. Okay. Now I'm doing right foot, left arm. Okay. And then the opposite. Right. Sitting up straight still. I have to remind myself too, right? So keep going. All right. Then we have one more variation is we're going to go up, right? Up, up, up. Good. Just get moving a little bit and then bring it down. Good. All right. All right. Now, what did I want to do next? Okay. So I wanted to let's bring our left leg up over the right. Now, again, if that doesn't work, all right, you can always just cross your legs, all right? Always another way to do things, okay? So we're crossing our legs for a moment, okay? And we're going to bring our hands to prayer, all right? And we're going to twist and come down and look left. So our left hand is over the right, and we're twisting, and we're looking at the left side of the room. Now our hands are right in front of our heart. We're still, like, don't bring your hands up here toward near your shoulder, right? We're going to keep it in front of the heart, and we're going to turn. All right. So I'm going to hold this. This is a really great twist. And it also is a heart opener because you're opening up your chest, facing it towards the sky. Really detoxifying pose. Great, great for the organs. Because when you untwist, you just, all the blood flows to those organs and it gives them fresh oxygen. And then you just feel better and everything works better. All right. So you're going to come up and we're going to do the opposite leg. Okay. And again, if you're like this, that's fine. Whatever you can do. Okay. So let's bring our hands to prayer and then we're going to twist, trying to keep our prayer hands in front of our heart. We're twisting, but our heart is shining towards the sky. Good. And then we're coming back. All right. Now stay where you are because I'd like to do eagle pose while we're doing this. Again, if some of you need to just keep your ankles like that, that's fine. I'm going to bring my right foot behind my left leg. All right, sitting up. And then I'm going to bring my right arm underneath. And this is eagle. If this doesn't work for you, you can always just hug yourself. All right, so let's stay here for a few breaths. You can come forward with an exhale, inhale up. All right, just if you want to move a little bit, otherwise just stay and breathe. And then maybe pick your shoulders up a little bit. Pick your shoulders up and I'm sorry, your elbows up towards your shoulders to shoulder height. Good. All right, now inhale and open up everything. Okay, and then let your legs down. And we're going to go to the other side. All right. So your left leg is over the right with a twist, whatever variation you're doing. Right hand underneath. Right. Or you could just hug yourself. Whatever way, whatever you did on the other side, you can do. All right. Now we're going to come forward with an exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Good. Then now we're going to lift our elbows up and down. It's a little move. It's not a big move. All right. Good. And then we're going to open up like an eagle. And then cross your legs and just take a breath here. Very good. Just breathe. Very good. All right. Now this is the time of our class where we're going to stand up a little bit. It's your choice whether you want to. But first before we do our full-on standing, we did 7 last week, I believe. So I'd like to try to get to 10 if we can. You could do as many as you want, which is just standing up and then coming back down. But before we do that, I would like to strengthen our quads a little bit. So let's come up like in a seated pose, like this is our chair pose, and then come back down, right? So come up a little bit and come back down. Chair pose and come back down. Hands at namaste, or hands to heart, right? And just come up. Just see, you don't have to bring your feet all the way, your butt all the way up. It just, your legs are bent, okay? Okay, it's just getting us ready to stand. So we're nice and strong. All right, and then when you're done with that, just take a breath. And then we're gonna do 10. All right, so we're gonna stand up, come down, up, come down. We're gonna do 10. All right, I'm gonna count and we'll begin. All right, everyone ready? If you don't wanna do it, you just sit and breathe, okay? So let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great, stay standing. I'm just going to pick that up a little bit so you can see me standing. Okay, great. All right, so now we're behind our chairs. All right, and I'm gonna come to the side so you can see me. Now you're gonna hold on to your chair and we're just gonna bend down a little bit and come back up. Exhale, inhale, heart opening. Exhale, inhale. Maybe put your hand on your hip so you can lift your chest. All right, good. So you keep doing that. Good. Hold on to the back of your chair for stability if you need to. Keep breathing. Good. All right, now we're going to do our yoga jumping jacks, right? Remember to keep the heart up, shining towards the sky. All right, so we're going to, first we're going to hold on to the chair. We're going to take our left foot, bring it, come down, and then come back to the middle. Down, middle. So we're going to go side to side, okay? Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Now you can add the arms if you want, right? Good. Opening up that heart. Good. Open the heart. Keep going. This is so good for your legs. Good for circulation. Gets the heart going. Good. So we're doing our yoga jumping jacks. Okay, back to center. Take a breath, hands at namaste. Breathe in and out. Feel your heart beating. If you bring your hands close to your heart, you can feel your heart beating. Breathe in love, exhale peace. Good, all right. All right, let's do a down dog. I'm going to show you a different way to do it today. So there's going to be 2 ways, all right? So I'm just bringing my chair to the side. You can leave your chair. You can go back of your chair if you want. So we're going to inhale up, and then we're going to come down to our dog. All right, back straight. Good, all right. Now come back. And another way I'd like to show you is I'm going to turn my chair around. For some of you that are a little more advanced, okay, we're going to inhale up and then come down like this for our down dog, right? So we're coming down. You can really feel it in the back of your legs, because in yoga, we would do our down dog, you know, on the mat like this, right? So this is getting closer to that, right? So we're stretching just a little bit more, feet hip width apart, and we're really stretching the back and the back of the legs even more, right? And then come back up, all right? So whatever variation you like to do, that's fine. And what I'd like to do is we're going to bring our hands, inhale, interlace them in the back, and open up your heart. Pull your hands back like this and open up your heart. Good. And that's an upward dog. All right. The standing upward dog. All right. Good. And then come back. Good. All right. Oh, one more. We're going to do a balancing pose. But before we do that, let's put our hands on our hips and just move our hips from side to side and in a circle. All right. Just to inhale, exhale. Do a little hula hoop, right? Really good for the hips. And then go back. All right. Now come to the side of your chair. We're standing on the left leg, right? You're welcome to do tree, but for a lot of the chair yoga classes, I really like flamingo, which is just bringing your foot up like that, okay? So it's just like this. It can be down here or all the way up here, right? And then we're gonna find our dristi and our focal point, right? It could be anything. You look in the front of the room, and then we try to bring our hands together, right? So we're nice and balanced, all right? Balanced. Inhale, love, exhale, peace. And then we can let that go. All right, and then we're gonna go to the other side. All right, we're balancing on our right leg, right? Again, you can do tree, but you want your foot above the knee, below the knee, or a little kickstand, okay? Let me just see. Okay, good. All right, so let's do the other side, right? We're balancing, we're balancing. When we're ready, we're going to let go. We're looking at our dristi. Right. Good. And then we let that go when we're ready. Excellent. All right, now we're coming back to our seats. Okay. And we're going to get our strap again, if you have it. Otherwise, you can still do these exercises. And we're going to use the block in a second or something to, just something where you can, you know, to pass something back and forth, all right? So take your strap, put it on the bottom of your foot and hold it back with both hands, right? This gives a really nice stretch to the back of your leg, okay? The back of your calf all the way up to the hamstrings, right? Sitting up straight. Now this is, believe it or not, is a heart opener because we're holding on to our strap and we're shining our chest up, right? We're opening up our chest with our leg up and we're breathing. Really great stretch, okay? And we're just gonna do this for a couple of more seconds and then we're gonna open it up to the side, okay? So now, and if you don't have a strap, just pick your leg up and do it like I'm doing or use a tie, all right? Now open up to the side. Okay. And we're just holding this right now. We're not doing anything else but the holding. All right. Just hold. Keep breathing. Good. And then we're going to bring it back in. Good. Okay, just tap your leg a little bit. Shake it. All right, should feel good. Let's go to the other side. All right. All right, so we're doing the same thing on the other side. We're just holding. We're shining our chest forward. Our shoulders are back. All right, we're sitting up nice and straight. All right, and now we're going to go to the side. Just holding, hold with both hands. Sitting up straight. I inhale love, I exhale peace. Good. And then coming back down. Good. And we can put that belt or strap aside, right? If you have a block or a water bottle or whatever you want to do, what we're going to do is we're going to hold our, whatever you have, all right? And we're going to hold it actually up like this, this would be good. And then we're going to open up our chest and bring it all the way back. And we're going to keep looking at our block, all right? Then we're going to come, bring it forward, pass it to our right hand, and then go all the way back. And our head is going to follow if you can do that. And then come back. You could do this with anything, a book, a water bottle. We're going to keep going like this. So now let's add the breath, all right? Inhale, back, exhale, forward. Inhale, back, exhale, forward. Good, so keep going. All right. And then that's it. You can let that down. All right. That's really good to do because you're twist even more when you have something to pass. It just gives you more mobility sometimes. It's a little trick. All right. So let's come back to our seats. Let's see what time it is. Okay. So breathe in, nice deep breath, and out. Good. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick breath of fire, and just for 30 seconds, and we're going to hold on to our heart. Okay, so let's bring our left hand on our heart, right hand over, and breath of fire, okay, is you're going to snap your tummy back with an exhale. And you're going to keep going. And the inhale is passive, and the exhale is what you want. You just want to keep breathing out. Okay, so let's do that for 30 seconds. If you can't do that and that doesn't feel good to you, just breathe deep for 30 seconds. I'll keep the time, and we're focusing on love, we're focusing on our heart, and let's begin. Keep going. Keep going, breathe out. Your stomach snaps back. Keep going. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. And if any of you know what Mula Bandh is, you're going to tighten your bandhas. Okay, so that's where when you go to the bathroom, and you hold it in, that's that muscle right there. You squeeze it in, holding your stomach. Keep your breath in and let it go. Great. All right. Now what I'd like you to do is we're just going to, as we ease into our Shavasana, we're going to take our left hand and cover our left nostril, okay? And we're just going to breathe through our left nostril, okay? This stimulates the nadis, okay? Now, basically, let's see what we could do. We can bring our hands like this and just keep our pointer finger, so we don't have all our hands all over the place, and we're just going to touch our left nostril and keep breathing through your right nostril, okay? Sitting up straight, maybe closing the eyes. And if you're stuffed up, that's okay. It doesn't feel good, just don't do it, just breathe. Now keep breathing out that nostril. And I'm going to read some affirmations for the heart chakra, okay? So just keep breathing like I showed you, and I'm gonna read. I am open to love. All love resides within my heart. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I nurture my inner child. I am wanted and loved. I live in balance in a state of gracefulness and gratitude. I love the beauty of nature and the animal world. I forgive myself. Okay, now I'm going to read the other half of them with the other side. So now let your hands down and just breathe out of both nostrils for a moment. For a minute, just breathe normally. Take deep breaths in and out. Good. Very good. All right. Now we're going to make a fist, have the pointer finger out and cover the right side, your right nostril. We're going to be breathing through the left. So breathe. Good, good. And keep breathing like that. I'm going to read the rest of the affirmations, okay? I am open to love and kindness. I am grateful for all the challenges that help me to transform and open to love. I am connected with other human beings. I feel a sense of unity with nature and animals. I accept things as they are. I am peaceful. Okay, now you can let your hands down and just breathe through your nose normally. If you need a tissue, that's okay. Keep breathing. Now with this particular chakra, when it's balanced, like we're balancing our heart chakra today, the Anahata chakra, when you balance this, you feel love for people, you accept people, you don't get as angry at people. You feel connections, you feel friendships, you feel, it's all about connections and that deep feeling. When it is out of balance, you don't feel like you like anybody, everyone annoys you, okay? So that's how that chakra feels. And chakras, again, are wheels of energy that run along the spine. And these are the 7 main ones. There's wheels of energy all over, like in Chinese medicine, they're meridians, and that's how we do acupuncture. But these are in India, it's chakras. So it's the same thing, really, but that's what it is. It's energy. So these are centers where they found that there's energy along the spine that connects us. And when we balance these chakras, we feel better. Okay. So anyway, so it's now time. We should be nice and relaxed, ready to go into Shavasana. So what I'd like you to do is come back in your chair and sit comfortably. And again, if your chair is high and your feet don't reach the floor, you can always use blocks to under your feet. That's really helpful too. All right, so we're coming back in our seats. And we'll do a quick body scan, and then we're just going to rest. And Shavasana, again, is our final resting pose. The reason why it's so important is because we created a lot of energy and we need to digest that energy. Like you're digesting food, you ate a meal, you need to digest. Well, the energy is flowing through your body. You want to just let it settle, let it settle. And the great thing about yoga, which is different from just regular exercise, is not only does it work your body, but it works your mind, and it connects both mind and body and your spirit. So it's really, really beneficial in that way. So why don't we sit up straight, knees hip width apart, shoulders away from your ears, okay? Heart over pelvis, okay? Head over heart, heart over pelvis, sitting up straight, closing our eyes, going within. All right, let's focus on relaxing all the parts of our body, beginning with our feet and toes. Maybe just move them a little and then relax them. I relax my feet and my toes. All right. I relax my legs. All right. I relax my calf muscles, my knees, my quads, my upper legs. Good. Keep your eyes closed if you can. Deep breathing. I relax my torso. I relax my back. I relax my fingers, my lower arms and upper arms, my shoulders. I relax my neck. I relax my jaw. I relax my eyes. My entire head is relaxed. Remember the tip I taught you a few weeks back where we keep our tongue behind our two front teeth? That helps us relax our jaw. Whenever you feel tense, do that. You can't be tense in the jaw if your tongue is behind your two front teeth. All right, now let's just be. If you want your hands in Gyan Mudra, which is your pointer finger and your thumb are together, just relax your hands on your knees and breathe for a minute or so here. All right. Begin to wiggle your toes, your fingers. Take a deep breath, nice deep breaths like we were taking in the beginning of the class. Breathing in 4 and exhaling 4. And blink your eyes open, bringing our hands to our heart and focusing on our heart today, focusing on love and bringing love to others, receiving love, surrounding ourselves with people who are loving and giving and who care about us. That's what you will attract with this kind of focus. All right, so you created a nice balance of relaxation and energy today. So go forward within your day and just enjoy knowing that you have a nice peace, calming feeling and more energy. All right, enjoy your day, everyone, and namaste. I honor the life in you that's the same in me. Namaste. All right, are there any questions?
Thank you, Danielle.
Thank you, Cassandra.
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you, Danielle.
Thank you.
That was very nice of you.
Oh, anytime. You're welcome anytime.
Great. Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
You too.
Thank you.